Listen, I want you to imagine something. Imagine that it's 10 o'clock at night. You hug your kids, give them a kiss, hug your spouse, give them a kiss, let them know you love them. And then you get in bed, lay down, rest your head on that pillow, that comfortable, cool pillow, and you lay down or lie down with the security, so called security, in your mind, in your spirit, that when you wake up the next day, you're going to be able to hit the alarm, go into the bathroom, use the restroom, brush your teeth, take a shower, get dressed, look good, smell good, right? Ladies, dap it up, right? And walk out of that house, get into your vehicle, fight through traffic, get to that office, punch that clock, sit down at your desk, still have a job, put in a day's work, go home, and at some point get paid for that day's work. But what if it didn't happen that way? What if you went through all of those steps, all of those stages, but whenever you got to the job, you found out you didn't have a job anymore? There's a chain on the gate, there's security up front, your badge is not green lighting, or even worse, you get there, there's a bunch of your coworkers in the parking lot crying and hugging each other. And I just want you to know that this is the sad reality all around America. And I also want you to know this is just the beginning. There's going to be a lot of heartbreak coming around this country in the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. It may never end. I'm convinced that this is the last age, right? And you guys know I'm a believer, and I'm not even bringing that in, even though that does apply. I'm mainly talking about, all right, so there was the agricultural age, right? There was the factories, there was the, or the industrial, there was the tech age, the information age, and now we're transitioning to the what I call the AI age, the automation age. Now, with those previous dispensations or ages or periods, I don't know, someone could do this. I don't know how long those ages lasted. If someone has the time, go and look it up, drop it in the comments, let me know. How long did those individual ages last? So we can kind of get an idea of what we might be facing. But I personally believe that this might be the last age. I don't know what comes after this. Robots ruling the world, Skynet being a real thing. I don't know. So shout out to one of my students who put this in the comments, alerted me to this. I wasn't even aware of this. And so I'm going to talk about that on this video. And that's why I led with, hey, what if the thing that you normally do and the paycheck that you normally rely on, it wasn't there anymore? So Tyson Foods, again, shout out to one of the community members who put this in the comments. I appreciate you. I try to do my research, do my homework. I try to respond to everybody's comments if I have the opportunity to do so. And boy, something just crossed my mind. Just gave me chills. I don't know if I should share it. As I was saying this, I was thinking about, man, what if everyone who watches this channel can just design their own lives? Just say, I don't want that. I want this. Just say, hey, I want to live this way in a nice house, nice neighborhood, on a nice street. I want to drive a nice car. I want to be able to take vacation when I want to take vacation. I want to make enough money to do the things I want to do. I want to see this beautiful world. I want to travel more. I want to be with my family and friends. I don't want to punch this clock for 160 hours a month, 2,000 hours a year. I don't want to drive through this traffic. I don't want to fight people off in road rage. I don't want any of that. I just want to enjoy my life. I'm limited in my time on this earth. We all are. There's no one here who's lived forever. Not one. Not one will. Not in this age. So imagine, and this wasn't even meant to be part of the video, so this is probably meant for somebody, but imagine if you could script out almost your life and just say, I don't want that anymore. I ain't settling for that. This is what I want. This is how I'm going to live. Even if you don't get it that exact day, this is how I want my life to look. This is what we're aiming for. Imagine if you could do that. You actually can. If you do the work, that'll get you there. But you actually can. Because the reason I know it's possible, because other people are doing it. Other people are doing it, just not you. This video's here to wake you up. You can make that decision and say, I'm tired of living like this. Here's what I want my life to look like soon. So hit subscribe, hit thumbs up, welcome to the channel. That was meant for somebody. I hope you received that. And that was the awakening for me. But so Tyson Foods, Nebraska, and I think Amarillo combined probably about 5,000 or a little over 5,000 jobs. Now, you might think, because we've been seeing in the headlines 600,000, 200,000, like they've been laying off like 000 is, it doesn't even matter. Like, how many can we get rid of? The bigger the layoff, the bigger the bonus on the back end. Like, they're celebrating your demise. Like, they're laying you off, not because they hate you, because they're going to keep more money in companies. So if the company's profitable, or if it's making a decent amount of money and they can cut almost their entire labor cost away, out you go. And so he alerted me that, their Tyson, the chicken processing company, is just laying people off. Now, I believe it's AI, where they'll bring in some automation that could kind of do this. There may be some outsourcing. It may be a mix of things. I always believe AI is behind it. I'm old enough to remember Red Herring, the Scooby-Doo cartoon. He's here. He's AI. It's when you pull the mask off, that's who it is. It's none other than Red Herring. We used to call him Red Harry. So it's none other than Red Harry. Okay. And I believe that, again, this is just my belief, but I believe we are just in the beginning stages of mass layoffs. These companies, just think about it. These companies, a lot of these companies are competitors. Competitors. And they're watching their competitor cut costs and win. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to find a way to cut costs and win. I've told you about fake job interviews, training AI. I've told you AI is already at your office listening to your calls, studying you, following you around. AI is here, and it ain't going anywhere. That's why I said this is probably the final age for us. I don't know where technology can go beyond this, and I don't want flying cars. I don't need that. Half of you can't drive on a road. I don't need you over my head, right? And I don't need cops hiding behind clouds pulling me over. Whoop, whoop. No, thank you. So for a lot of you, this might be wherever you're working now, this might be your last job. I don't know what's going to happen. We have very smart people saying, hey, in 5-10 years, we're not even going to need humans. What? What are we going to do? I don't know. I'm not smart enough to see the future that way. I don't know. I just look at the evidence I see now, and then I make a prediction. But I have to see what I see now and then make a prediction, and even I'm limited because I'm just a simpleton. I'm just a regular guy saying, hey, AI has been around for a year and it's cost us, as far as we know right now, 1.1 million jobs. And you're telling me it only gets better? Then I could probably 10x that number the following year. Okay, 10 million jobs. 10 million jobs. Chicken factories, laying people off. And again, all of it's not AI. There are other contributing factors, right? Let's go through the list. This is just off the top of my head. There's AI automation. There's outsourcing. There's immigration. There's automation. There's immigration. People coming into this country legally and illegally, they still need to work. They're looking for jobs. There's outsourcing where you can send it to other countries who work for pennies. There's there's firing your coworker and passing the work to you. There's overworking, right? And they dare you to complain. They'll just fire you, pass your work to someone else. They'll just fire Mary and spread her work around evenly. And you guys can't say anything because you need the paycheck. How do I know that? Because you built your life around it. Your life is absolutely 1,000% dependent on a paycheck. And I'll say up front, there's nothing wrong with that. We've all done it. But that's not freedom because you have to have the paycheck. You have to have it. And the part that makes it feel like prison and not freedom is what it costs you to get the paycheck. See, I always say you pay a job more to go to work than they pay you for going to work. Say it again. I believe that you pay a job more to go to work than they pay you to come to work. What are you talking about, Sean? That's cuckoo talk. All right. So the only way you can understand this is about understanding that your time is more valuable than their money, right? So let's say $1 million would solve all your financial problems. Okay. I can write you $1 million check. You cash it, but it costs you all of your time. You run out of time. Would you cash the check? No. It doesn't matter what I put on the check. I could put $1 trillion on the check. You still wouldn't cash it because your time is more valuable than any amount of money. But you guys go through life selling that valuable time for a little bit of money, convinced that the only way to make money is to work hard. And I keep telling you, the only people working hard out there are the people who are struggling the most. There's more credit card debt in America today than ever before in history. I think it's like I want to say 1.3 trillion. You and we can't even comprehend how much money that is. I didn't even know trillion was a real number till like recently. Apparently it's a small number in the government. And I'm not trying to be political, but apparently it is. And so you wouldn't trade your time for any amount of money. Not if you would run out of time if you cash a check. It wouldn't matter what was on the check. You still wouldn't do it because your time's more important. That's why I say when you go to the job, you actually pay them more because your time is worth more than their money. If that makes sense, let me know in the comments. By the way, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. If you're a new subscriber, let me know in the comments. I'll shout you out. Also, speaking of shout out to all of the students who just launched their businesses this week. We in the Middleman CEO program, by the way, you could go to middlemanceo.com right now, put in a little bit of information, watch the free blueprint if that's something you want to do. Click the industry you want to get in, click the city you want to launch in, click the program you want to join. The program right now is there's an entry-level program called the basic program where you do it all yourself. I give you all the information. You do it yourself. It's $197. There's the pro program where we do the website for you, set everything up for you, teach you how to do it. That one's $2,500. It does come with a payment plan. I think when you check out too, there's like a firm and things like that where you can break it down into small payments, or you could just go through our payment breakdown. Also, there's the elite program where you work with me one-on-one. So far, all of the students have chosen that. I've had maybe one student choose another program, but everybody else is in the elite program. Build a website out for you, coach you, work with you, actually work with me and teach you how to build the business and then come back and scale the business. That's where the real money is. So if you want to get into the 10 plus, even 20 plus, because I was telling the student yesterday, it won't be long before we start having $1 million a year students, just because we've partnered with, because I always say in the AI age, you either have to partner with AI or you have to partner with companies that are AI proof. And we do both. So we partner with AI and we partner with companies that are AI proof. What does that mean? Service industries, skilled labor, home cleaning, garage repair, junk removal, things that AI can't do. AI can't come out to your house and do your roof. AI can't come out to your house and paint your cabinets, install them, do your floors, move your furniture, clean your house, right? So AI can't do those things. That's physical labor. Somebody's got to go there and do that. Well, we don't do it. And I don't teach my students to do the skill. I teach my students to partner with companies that already have the skill. So for instance, if you're doing moving, there's already companies with trucks and crews and equipment. If you're doing cleaning, there's already moving crews with equipment, cars, everything they need. If you're doing plumbing, there's already plumbers out there with all the equipment and all the skills. You just leverage their skills. So we build a website for you. It's like a vending machine. We build a website for you that works without you. You don't have to stand by a vending machine all day. You don't have to stand by this website all day. It runs without you. So you can see the post I put online about my students. Shout out to them. But the website handles the booking. It's not you. You don't talk to customers. You don't sell. You don't do any of that. The website handles the booking. The website handles the deposits, takes the deposit for you. And then the website dispatches the work to what we call ISPs or contractors who actually go out and do the work. ISP for independent service pros. They actually go out and do the work, not you. You're not even involved in the process. You just manage the website and get paid. So, but I get to do whatever I want to do with my day. And the goal is for the students to be the same way, right? We're going to make being a bum a good word, right? We're going to make being a bum, B-U-M, a good word. Like, hey, I just sit around. I don't do a whole lot. I get to do what I want to do. So we're going to make that exciting. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. If you want to learn more about that, go to middlemanceo.com. If you want to shoot an email, you have any questions or anything like that, middlemanceoinfo@gmail.com. So, but again, Tyson Foods, and it's not going to stop there. You guys should be well aware now of what's coming. Like, there should be no surprises. Like, when you look up and see, hey, 40,000 jobs cut, I expected this. I'm not surprised. I'm surprised it's not 400,000. So it's going to continue to the tune of what I believe is probably 10 million jobs next year. These companies are already there. For a lot of you, you're already fired. You don't even know it yet. You're fired already. You're already fired. You just aren't aware, but you're already fired. They've already let you go. Sure, you get to physically show up and go to work. And oh gosh, if you're working from home, you're first one out. But you get to physically show up at the office and do a little work. They may be training AI right now or installing AI on the back end, but AI is already there. You just don't see it, but it sees you. And the company, the bosses, they already know you're out. They already know they're out. They already know it. So what are you going to do? That's the real question. You're fired already. They're just letting you continue to come to work, but you're fired. Now, what are you going to do? That's why I say it's very dangerous to have one source of income. I never recommend it, especially today more than ever. Your parents and grandparents, they could do that because you know why? There were jobs that lasted a long time. Won't happen that way for you. AI is just going to continue to take jobs. Lawyers, doctors, it ain't going to matter. Oh, they can't replace doctors. Sure, they can. There'll be some doctors that'll be needed. They'll use AI like surgeons and stuff like that. But a regular doctor visit, $250 that the insurance has to kick out and you have to pay for. You'll be able to pull up at a kiosk, like a picture booth, something like that, walk into it, 60-second, that thing will do an MRI, X-ray, check your blood levels, check your organs, check the salt, I don't know, check the sugar level, check everything in your body, tell you if there's if you have kidney stones, if there's a lump somewhere it shouldn't be, diagnose it, say, here's what you need to do. Here's your new diet. You need to lose some weight. Here's why. Your heart's overworking, your kidneys overworking. And that thing could happen in 60 seconds and you'll be out of there. Just like you visited a doctor. In 60 seconds, swipe your card, maybe pay $10 and that thing's gone. That's the future in my mind. The future of walking in stores, customer service. I believe actually we won't even have stores in the future that you can walk in. Everything will be done like a drive-through. We don't need you to get out of your car and come inside. Order it. It'll be ready when you pull up. It's like that now, but I'm thinking just line up. You don't even have to wait for somebody to pull it up. There'll be a door open. Your order comes out on a conveyor belt right into your car. You'll pull up at Walmart. Their customer service sucks. We all know that. There won't be anybody. There'll be kiosk in there, and there'll be beautiful, beautiful people on there helping you, giving you directions, telling you where to go, telling you about the product, giving you a review on site, giving you price comparisons. What else did they buy with this product? What do the last 10 reviews have to say about this product? On and on and on. Do you want me to ship it to your house? Yes. Click on the box, ship it right to your house. So, I mean, where are we going? They want. I was just at a Walmart. Oh my gosh, I was just at a Walmart getting some things for the kids, and I like to grab the little scanner and just scan everything in the basket and then throw it in the bag. And I guess that was a problem today because the light went off on the machine, and so the lady come over, the customer service lady. She didn't look at me. She didn't say hi. She didn't say good morning. She didn't talk to me. She didn't smile. She just punched her numbers in, turned and walked back. I was blown away. I was like, I didn't say anything, but inside I was like, why would they hire you? If you don't want to be here, why be here? Like, don't pass that negative energy to me, right? I'm not going to let you do that. But blew me away. And I was like, in the future, in my mind, I wanted to say it, but I didn't want to ruin a day because I don't know what people are going through. But if she's like that every day, just shame on you. And I was like, in the future, sweetheart, they won't need you. You can keep that frown and take it home with you. Take it to somebody else. I won't see it. So anyway, that's my little rant. But again, if a company like Tyson can start laying off as many people as they are, then you need to be paying attention. You need to understand what's happening, what's coming for you. The question you should be asking right now is, if I lose my job, how am I going to take care of myself? That's the most important question you should be asking right now. How am I going to take care of myself? And the answer is another source of income that does not include a job or a paycheck. You need to have an asset, just something that makes money for you, whether you go to work or not. That's what you need to do. Figure out a way to make money that does not include a paycheck. I don't care what you do. If you want to learn how to do a middleman business and we build it and set it up for you, that's fine. Tap in. If you want to get a vending machine or you want to start a side hustle, whatever you have to do it. But you need to learn how to make money without having to punch the clock. That's the only thing that's going to separate you and change your life. All right. I got to go. I got a bunch of stuff to do today. Bunch of cool students to kick it with. I'll see you guys on the next video. And remember, don't let yourself be left out there or end up out there with no job, no paycheck, and no way to take care of yourself. Peace.